Okay. Hello everyone. Thank you again for tuning in to our tribal channel and on Facebook. We have a special announcement for all of our Ute Mountain Ute Tribal members on and off the reservation. So this is a Ute Mountain Ute Tribal Council special announcement pertaining to the executive order of President Trump on immigration and citizenship. We understand that a lot of tribes are facing these ICE raids or these regulatory people under the Department of Immigration is coming to some of the reservations. They're going to the southern states, especially on the Mexican border. They're attacking Native Americans and Mexicans, immigrants that might not be documented that are in the country. That's what they're targeting. But in the mix of it, they're looking at us as all being non-citizens of this country. So we've had reports from different tribes, from different cities and states across this country. I think the last one that I heard is we had 24 states that were suing the federal government, the President Trump, for his executive order that it was unconstitutional that he was going in this direction to get as many people out of here, even if they've already been born and are citizens of the United States. So with that, we want to make an announcement today. We did talk about it, Tribal Council, myself, and our executive staff. So this is the announcement that we're making as of today, January 27th, 2025. Mike Nuchu, Nawam. Hello to all of our Ute Mountain Ute Tribal enrolled members from the youngest to the oldest on and off the reservation. We are in a time of challenge again with the United States federal government from the office of the current President of the United States, President Trump. Last week, he signed a lot of executive orders, and some of these executive orders that he signed is now questioning our citizenship as Native American tribes in the United States. We as the Ute people have been here for thousands of years. We are currently the oldest living resident in the state of Colorado. We have predated any government that has come to this country. Our ancestors lived in these mountains, valleys, plateaus, and mesas since time immemorial. And today, we continue to live here, just as our ancestors did. The Ute people are integrated into these mountains and the land as the original stewards. All of these said Aboriginal lands is a part of us as the Ute people. Today, Indian nations and sovereign political governments recognized by treaties with the United States, and we are recognized in the United States Constitution. We are recognized with inherent tribal rights to self-government. We are protected under Article 6 and Amendment 14, Section 1 and 2 in the United States Constitution as citizens of the United States. We as Indian tribes were recognized by legislation as U.S. citizens in 1924. We as the Tribal Council and staff are aware of the U.S. government and President Trump and all of his executive orders that he signed last week. We as the Tribal Council want to reassure you that the Ute Mountain Tribal Council is working on a plan to proceed with the protection of all of our Ute Mountain Ute members on and off the reservation on our citizenship to our Ute Mountain Ute Tribe and to the United States. These are the things we ask each of you to do. We were having some reports of ICE agents in our area. I don't know how true that is, but we need to be prepared in case they are here and checking around in our area and around our community and on our reservation. Update your Ute Mountain Ute Tribal IDs. Also get a second form of an ID, such as a state ID or state driver license. You may also carry with you a copy of your birth certificate. You may also have concerns for relatives or children that are not enrolled with the Ute Mountain Ute Tribe, but they are descendants of the Ute Mountain Ute Tribe. Please apply for a Certificate of Indian Blood, CIB, from the BIA and working with the Ute Mountain Ute Tribe. If you or your oldest children or relatives that are enrolled with other tribes but living here on the Ute Mountain Ute Reservation, please contact your tribe on a process for your tribal IDs, or we can have a letter from the chairman's office verifying that the tribal member is enrolled with another tribe, but they are living here on the Ute Mountain Ute Tribal Reservation. Always carry 2 forms of identification with you at all times when you're outside of your homes. If stopped or pulled over by an ICE agent, try to comply. If you feel uncomfortable with the agents, you may call 911 or a relative or a Ute Mountain Ute Tribal Council member, knowing your rights as the citizens of the Ute Mountain Ute Tribe and of the United States. If they come to your house, do not let them in unless they show a signed warrant by a judge to enter your home. But still call 911 or someone you know that you can come right away. Always watch and be around your children under the age of 18, especially after school and while you're out of your homes, shopping, medical appointments, going to school, or just going out to have extracurricular activity. We will identify an emergency number for all of our Ute Mountain Ute tribal members that they may call. If things get worse in the future, the Tribal Council can and will declare a declaration of emergency for our protection, and we will go into a lockdown. Thank you from the Ute Mountain Ute Tribal Council. We do have numbers here, and I don't know if you have pen and paper, or if you want to write this down. My number to contact me, 970-570-1638. Vice Chairman's number, 970-238-0006. Treasurer's number, Treasurer Whiteman, 970-560-0437. Secretary's number, Secretary Jacket, 970-903-8188. Councilman Knight, 970-993-0117. Councilman Lehigh over in White Mesa, 970-560-0461. Mr. Chochek, Executive Director's number, 970-749-6791. Our General Counsel, who took over the position of Peter Ortego, is Nikki Green. Her number is 970-560-0256. We will post this on our website so that you're all aware of what's the number of contact numbers that we have. I know that Southern Ute and Northern Ute put some numbers out for their representatives in Congress, Senator Bennett, Senator Hickenlooper, and Congressman Hurd. This also comes from our legal department, and this is what they wrote up. Immigration Custom Enforcement. Dear tribal members, this letter provides information pertaining to the immigration and custom enforcement relating to tribal members being possibly confronted by immigration agents or any law enforcement officer. If this should occur, please respond in the following manner. If approached by agents or questioned, verify your identity. Request the agent's identification or badge to confirm their legitimacy. Always carry with you to provide 2 forms of valid tribal ID or state ID. If you do not have 2 forms of ID, you may carry a copy of your birth certificate and another form of an ID. If you are detained or arrested, clearly state, I am exercising my right to remain silent. I want to speak with an attorney. If you are stopped in a vehicle, provide ID to request law enforcement. Do not allow them to search your vehicle and make it clear you do not give consent for a search to be conducted. If possible, call 911 to report the incident. Document the encounter. Record an interaction through a video or audio and document details such as names, times, and any relevant circumstances. circumstances. If unable to record the incident, be sure and write down the date, time, and place so if we can be reported correctly. Advise tribal council and call 911 of the contact and which law enforcement agencies conducted to stop or enter, and if possible, provide any individual names who were involved in the incident. If agents come to your house, do not open the door. If immigration agents do not present a warrant, keep the door securely closed and state, "I do not consent to your entry." Ask for the warrant to see if the warrant is signed by a judge before allowing any action to proceed. Notify the tribe and BIA officials immediately of the encounter. Do not resist and be polite and cooperate as stated above. So these things are things that if you are encountered by a ICE agent. So with that, if you have any questions, you can get a hold of the tribal office or any of the tribal council members, our attorney, executive director, and this is a special announcement coming from the tribal council based on the executive order of citizenship and immigration law that came out. So with that, we appreciate you listening to our special announcement today. If you have any questions, to a senior program or if some of this stuff, I know I didn't say it in Ute, but I'd be more than welcome to say it in Ute to each and any of you that are interested in me to address it in Ute to you. So with that, thank you. This concludes our special announcement.